It's commonly said that true love never dies. This poetic sentiment is more than just words for some people. While people fall in love every day of the week, there are some couples who share a bond that's so powerful, not even death can tear them apart. When you hear stories about people who share such a powerful love, it can almost seem like magic. However, part of what makes enduring love so wonderful is that it isn't a fairy tale, it's real. These couples love each other so intensely that they manage to defy death itself, and all to help their partners in a time of need. True love is something that's very rare. Those who are lucky enough to find it know that even the thought of losing your other half can be too painful to fathom, no matter how much time you've had together. Jimmy and Billie Breland were blessed enough to discover a love like this when they were young. She was a school teacher and he was a Baptist student minister at the local university when they first met. It was love at first sight that day. Billie and Jimmy met at the church they both attended and began to date. The couple decided to wed after a brief courtship. Time did not dull the shine of their romance either. Billie and Jimmy were together and in love for 60 long years. Together they became parents to 3 children, and eventually they became the proud grandparents to 7 grandkids. It was a life that some people only dream about. Sadly, around the holidays in 2015, Billie's health took a turn. Although her doctors provided her with the best care imaginable, it was just her time. Billie passed away at the age of 83, leaving behind the love of her life. Jimmy was inconsolable. Though his family rallied around him, nothing was the same. He missed his wife. Then, 2 days later, something happened that would change how Jimmy felt forever. As he was leaving the house to go run some everyday errands, he opened his wallet to make sure everything was in order. That's when he spotted it, a small piece of paper. It was a note from his late wife, Billie. When he read it, he couldn't help but smile. Of course, it took him a few minutes to work up his nerve. His wife was a prolific note writer when she was still alive, and seeing that she left a note in his wallet was like being in her presence all over again. Finally, he opened it up. The note read, "Please don't cry because I die. Smile because I lived. Know that I'm in a happy place. Know that we'll meet again. I'll see you there." Can you think of any other words that would have made him smile more? The note didn't bring Billie back, but it gave Jimmy all he needed to face a life without her. Billie and Jimmy weren't the only couple out there who were able to be there for each other, even after Jimmy passed away. Becca and Mason were another couple who met young and quickly got married. The two lovebirds went to the same high school, but they didn't meet until after graduation. When they did, that was that. The couple became engaged and eventually got married. Their lives couldn't have been happier. Mason ran a thriving business from their home, and Becca cared for their son, Mason Jr. They were leading a simple but truly charmed life together. It stayed that way for 32 years. But then everything changed when Mason got sick. The doctors diagnosed him with heart disease. While his condition was causing him to deteriorate, Mason wanted to keep his life as normal as possible for his sake and that of his family. He continued his job working as a carpenter for as long as he could. Unfortunately, he tragically died at the age of 51 from complications related to heart disease. His illness had progressed so quickly that when he passed, he left his entire family in shock. While Mason's death was truly awful, he knew that there was something he could do to make it easier on the people left behind. In particular, he knew he could make it easier for his love, Becca. But Becca wouldn't find the gift Mason left behind 2 years ago. Eventually, Becca worked up the courage to go into the garage that he kept as a workplace and started to go through his belongings. That's when she found something amazing. Beneath the layers of sawdust, hidden among the tools, covered with dust, was an unfinished table. Becca flipped it over, getting ready to move it out of the garage, when she spotted something, a message. It read, "I love you, Becca. Whatever day this is, I hope it's a good one. God truly answered my prayers the day He gave me you. I know that these days are the best I'll ever have, and I'm glad you're in them. I'm not sure if you'll ever see this, but if you do, just know that I love you very much. If there's one thing I want in life, it's to be as good to you as you are to me. If I can do that, I'll be the happiest man alive. I love you, beautiful wife, Mason." While Mason and Billie both died before their partners, they weren't going to let death keep them from helping their loved ones when they needed it the most. Both left behind notes that brought a comfort like nothing else ever could. Stories like these are so inspirational. Even in the saddest moments in their lives, these people were comforted by the thoughtful gestures their loves left behind. It doesn't get any sweeter than that. Check out these other videos from Let Me Know. If you haven't made the move to subscribe to our channel, all you need to do is click on that red subscribe button. Thank you for watching.